Good. Okay, I didn't know what you see.
So this guy needs a cue every time. You're a joker.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Pixel Forge podcast, episode 31.
I'm keeping that in, you know. That's staying in.
Oh, Sean. I know I'm going as Josh.
I know, it's me again laughing straight away.
And this episode, we're doing slightly different. We're going to be talking about everything that happened and went down at the Game Awards. Was it last week? Was it last week now?
I think so. I've lost track of time.
Yeah, I've lost track of time too.
Yeah, it must be because we did the predictions, didn't we, last episode?
So last week we did predictions and stuff like that as well, and I think the week before that predictions was it as well.
Oh, maybe it was the week before. I think I mixed the weeks up. Yeah, we did one of them. You should have watched
one episode. Yeah, go watch it. But this episode, we're going to talk about everything that went down, all the winners, all the announcements and everything like that for you guys as well. So I think first I'm going to quickly break down all the videos that were shown, like all the new reveals and announcements and stuff like that, and everything else that kind of went down. And then Josh is going to break down all the awards, winners, losers, and everything in between that.
I'm going to try. I'm probably going to do it similar to how they did in the actual show, where I'm going to do two groups where we're going to kind of just spitball, get through them and talk about who we voted for and who won, because the last time we rushed the top, I would argue the top categories we had to rush when we when we did review it. So this time those categories we're going to spend a bit more time on, but that's how we're going to do it.
Okay. All right, let's dive into it. So there's a lot. It was about 3 hours, 3.5 hours, whatever it was. It was a long show. It was a long show, guys. If you want to check it out, it's on YouTube and everything like that. Go check it out. But the first reveal, which kind of shocked us both, Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic was absolutely insane. Like we didn't see this coming. No one, I don't think anyone saw this coming. I saw other people, like other podcasts, talking about Knights of the Old Republic, maybe doing a remake, this, that, the other, and the next minute, boom, this pops out of nowhere. And we got this new Old Republic, Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic coming out, which has been announced. So it's directed by Casey Hudson as well. So he worked on the original game, and there was, I think, the Mass Effect stuff he did as well. So the
Mass Effect and Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, so it seems to be in good hands. So we'll wait and see what happens with.
Well, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because people wanted a remaster of the old games. So
yes.
So, like, people are happy, but obviously people I think they would have liked a remaster. But I guess if you think about it now, it's been so long that it just makes sense to release a new game and get all new players in.
Yeah.
And I imagine they'll do some fan service for the old.
Yeah.
Players.
It's funny because after seeing that, I actually went and bought Knights of the Republic on the Switch. So I am diving into this. I've never played them before, so I'm intrigued to find out.
Well, after Claire Obscura, I think you'll enjoy it because it's very much in the same.
Indeed. Next one, Jeff Keighley teased a statue for like a week. So we knew what the statue was about. Everyone trying to figure out what this game was. Turned out to be Divinity. New Divinity game by Larian Studios, obviously the people that made Baldur's Gate and stuff like that. So the trailer was absolutely insane and intense. Go check it out.
People complain. I don't.
Yeah, there was a lot of complaints about that. Yeah, but
just
it's for award show. Like, you're going to see games of anything. I guarantee if GTA was there showing a trailer, there's going to be some kind of violence and whatever.
No,
it's going to be insane.
But I guess the only thing I will say that I guess I get why is there wasn't any. I can't even remember the warning at the start. That's the thing.
I think there was. There must have been. There has to have been. To show that trailer, there has to be something.
I don't know, because people were saying there were. I mean, there might have been a warning. I think maybe it could have done with like quite a clear and explicit.
Yeah.
Like, this is quite explicit, because it was. It pretty much had every possible
was
bloody thing going. Like, that. In fact, that trailer was almost like the scene in Event Horizon when the people are in hell, and it's all like, yeah.
It was a lot. It was a lot for that. But yeah, new Divinity game. Not sure when it's going to come out, but it's in the works, I guess. So we'll look out for that.
Yeah.
Next off that, we had a Coven of the Chicken Foot. That's a new game, that debut game.
That was that was
that's from Bruce Startley. His new studio, the lead director before he worked on Uncharted and Last of Us. So his new studio.
It gave me Studio Ghibli vibes.
Yeah. The game looks alright though. The game looks okay.
Right. I don't know if I'll necessarily go out my way to play it.
Yeah, true. The next, you obviously big reveal. We kind of got leaked. I think I even said it on the last episode. Leon Kennedy back in Resident Evil Requiem. we already knew it was coming, but now we've seen the full trailer. Him in it, new outfit, new like dress code, almost like he was cool. He was looking good.
We did talk about it, didn't we?
Yeah, that's out in February, so enjoy that when it comes out. Another new trailer quickly. There was a game called Exodus. I almost forgot how to say that there. Exodus. And you actually called it as well, because I didn't hear it in the trailer, but Matthew McConaughey is in the voice. I didn't hear it properly in the trailer.
You didn't at start, but it comes out because there's been this whole thing about whether it's actually AI or him, and he said it is him, but I think they have used AI in that trailer to some capacity.
Yeah.
But yeah, because there was it was super brief, but yeah, apparently there was this whole thing like, was it actually, which is probably is fueled by like yourself, where you didn't necessarily hear it.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So people wasn't sure if it was him, but Matthew McConaughey said, I'm pretty sure he said, it's him in the trailer. It's fine.
Yeah, so that's Wizard of the Coast, new sci-fi action RPG game that's going to come out very soon. So look out for that. One I was hyped for when I saw it, Control Resonant. This looked absolutely insane. I am ready for it. I completely old controls like on stream and everything before back in the day, so I'm excited to jump back into that world again.
Just need to play out
I know Firebreak didn't move the needle that much in terms of
shame, really.
Yeah, it's a shame. But this looks like it's going to be a standout.
I had a feeling Firebreak was going to be like that when before it came out. They were kind of like, it'll be free or it'll be cheap or it's going to be on Game Pass. It just, it
didn't hit the right.
Like when you get that kind of energy from it, it's just going to be cooked.
Yeah, it's true. Moving on, you got another one from Yakuza creators called Gang of Dragon.
Oh yes,
that big guy.
Is he Korean? I think he was. I thought he was Korean. That guy.
Yeah, the creator of it is Toshihiro Nagoshi.
Yeah, the creator Japanese.
Yeah.
The guy in the trailer, I thought he was Korean.
I can't remember his name. I'm looking at him right now as well. And I can't remember his name
because I'm sure he's in like Trader by Zan.
Yeah, he's in a few films and a few things like that. Yeah,
I think he's Korean. Anyway,
yeah. So that looks like good new Yakuza type game. So it's gonna be fun. We also got two new Tomb Raider games announced and coming out each year. Basically, next 2 years. Next 2 years, you're gonna have two new Tomb Raider games.
And I said it was the original. When it started.
Yes, so the original one is, I guess, the remake called Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, which is coming out next year in 2026. And then you have the new one after that, which is 2027, which is Tomb Raider Catalyst, which is a brand new open world, I guess, adventure game from them as well. So Crystal Dynamics are doing very well. It's not a car this time, but we got a new villain. Lenny Kravitz has joined the Bond universe. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he entails and stuff. Should be quite fun. I'm excited for that. Yeah, can't wait for that.
To be fair, we've seen it before where artists like that get involved in a project.
Yes,
and then actually input some of the music and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if he has some level of creative input on top of being one of the villains. Which would be cool to see.
This should be fun. New one as well, Saros, Raul Cooley, obviously the game Returnal. I found out this week as well. I saw it on Instagram. I'm not sure if we saw it. The woman that's in Returnal, she's in the game as well. She's a character in the game.
I think she was the one he was arguing with, wasn't it? In the trailer.
Was that her?
There was a woman he was arguing with in the trailer. I'm sure that was her.
That's what I was thinking, because I think when I saw it again, I'm thinking, was this part of the trailer or not? I wasn't sure.
She was the only... Maybe we'll have to double check, but I think it's her.
Yeah, but that's coming out obviously next year. It's saying here it's been delayed till April, so I'm not sure when it was meant to come out. Might come out in March or something. Might have been delayed till April. So that's that. Also, more Star Wars. Pod racing is back.
Yeah, let's see.
Star Wars Galactic Racer is actually the new title of the new game. Made from obviously former Criterion and I think EA people as well. I think because they're Need for Speed and like Burnout team kind of together.
That game was going to be
so
sick.
Yeah, it looks insane already. Like the little visuals that we saw was looking good. I mean, it's not obviously traditional pod racing. I guess you have different bikes and whatever.
Like, it's a little. But
but I'm sure they're kicking the old school stuff anyway in there.
Well, in the trailer it says that like this racing is like before the Empire, so it's referring to like like episode 1 to 3 in terms of like what it's going to be like. So I guess imagine like episode 1 pod racing, it's going to be like that.
And then you had Capcom towards the end, did a little announcement, a new Mega Man which is coming out in 2027 called Mega Man Dual Overdrive. Not really a huge Mega Man fan, from honest with you.
No, it was cool to see.
Never played any of them. I mean, didn't really move the needle for me, but it seems okay. But I say I'm not jumping on that. And then there's tons more. I've got so much here to read through, but I'll just pick out a few standout ones for you to know. Geez, what do we have?
Total War.
Yeah, I was going towards the bottom now.
I was waiting for you to bring it up.
It's definitely coming. I might as well say it now. Yeah, Total War. Which is having the collaboration with obviously with Warhammer, so obviously you know more about that probably than me. So
yeah, I mean it had what's his name from Stranger Things? What's his name?
I know it was Hopper, but I don't know. I'm trying to think
David
of
Harbour.
Harbour. Yeah,
Harbour, yeah.
Harbour, David Harbour.
Harbour, yeah. He's obviously in it. I think his characters, you know, in the trailer when you see like that Space Marine, they kept showing his face.
Yes.
Because it kind of looks like him, to be fair. Yeah. So I think that's going to be him. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. If you watch the Creative Assembly 25th anniversary showcase, that was a few days before. It was quite obvious it was going to be this. Partly they've upgraded the engine. And I think the only game you could really need, if you think of Total War games, the only game I could picture you need an engine upgrade for is a game like Warhammer 40k, because it's got so much more going on. Like you have like what you know, Total War Warhammer 3, like the fantasy stuff, but think like 40k's got all sorts of stuff. Like with fantasy, it's still an element of traditional, like, you know, like swords and shields, a little bit of flying. This is going to have like, you got Space Marines, you got Imperial Guard, you got Chaos, and all like Eldar. Was it Eldar? Okay. Anyway, all the factions, you got all them uniqueness. The buildings can collapse. You know, like full destruction stuff like. Like you need a beefy engine, and it makes sense that they've done that.
Yeah, no, it looks really good.
It looks really cool.
The gameplay that showed, that was very, very cool. Like I said, with destruction of buildings and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't think they had it in other games, did they? Destructions, really, or not?
No,
not
really.
So that's gonna be fun. Another standout one, obviously, you got Pragmata. They showed a bit more of that. There's a demo out, which is out now on Steam, and it announced it's coming to Switch too, which is pretty cool. I'm trying to think what other standout little ones here. There's so many. There was so much going on. Fighting game TXKO coming to console as well in January 2026 as well, which is quite cool. I want to get my hands on that. Batman, the Batman, Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, releasing on May. Showed a bit more trailer of that. I'm not sure if you played. Did you play the Forest game? I know it says Forest 3. I'm not sure if you played.
I've played them. There's the Forest, and then there's the Sons of Forest.
That
but I've only
okay as well. Like,
yeah, it's like a survival craft build game. I haven't played the Sons of the Forest, but the first game was pretty good for its time. Yeah,
and then you had games like Phantom Blade Zero, which was waiting for so long for a release date for this game. It's finally coming out now, September 9th, 2026. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, there's so many more. If you want to go check it out on the website and stuff and check it out online. But yeah, I think we should dive into some awards.
Yes. Yeah, so I say 3 groups, but I'm going to list the first 2 groups anyway, and then I'll say. So I'm going to go through 2 groups. I'm going to tell you when I'm up to the 3rd group, and then we'll basically end on Game of the Year is the plan. So in the first group we had Best Adaptation. I said Devil May Cry. You said...
what did I say? Oh my God.
Thank God he had this ready.
Oh, sure. Ready.
Thank God he had this ready. Long story short, while he gets it ready, it was The Last of Us Season 2 was the winner for that award. I'm a little surprised, partly because I don't think 2 was as well received as the first season.
And if you look... Adaptation,
yeah.
I put Splinter Cell.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I've watched that now, by the way. I've watched it now, by the way. I finished it, yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, it's good. I liked it.
I told you you like it.
Yeah. It definitely wouldn't have won that award, though. So, Last of Us Season 2. Last of Us Season 2, as I said, I was surprised because I thought if it would have been 2, and I think with some of those other shows like even Jamelia, I was talking to Jamelia about it, and even she said she voted Minecraft movie. She thought that was going to win. So
I don't know if that would have won.
I think it had a chance because Season 2 wasn't as well received as the first season of The Last of Us. The only reason now that I think about it. But anyway, we move on and digress. Most anticipated game Obviously, GTA 6, we both said that,
Yeah,
so that's
GTA,
fine. Content Creator of the Year, we both said the Burnt Peanut.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was Moist Critical.
Most critical, yeah.
We'll move on swiftly. Best esports game, I said Valorant. I think you did as well. I think I went with your suggestion. It was Counter-Strike 2, which was a surprise because I'm sure I said that it was dead, and I didn't think it would even win that award.
There was a lot of booze as well on these
Yeah,
awards.
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying to you.
That's what I'm saying to you. Counter-Strike 2 is like not. It's a kind of deadish game. So of all of those games, for that to win, I'm astonished.
Yeah.
But anyway, again, we digress. Best esports athlete, I said Kakaru. You said
Minute RD.
Yeah, it was Shovi.
Yeah.
Jeong Ji-hoon for League of Legends. Then we have best esports team.
NRG. Like no.
I said Vitality, and I got that right.
Oh, you got it right.
Yeah, I actually said Vitality. Yeah,
Crazy.
I don't know why or how. I don't know. There we are. Vitality, that was the winner. You said NRG, that was incorrect. Best VR AR game, I got this right. Midnight Walk, that was an easy.
I went with you.
So
I didn't know what to do for that one.
I knew. As I said, Alien didn't deserve it. Deadpool isn't even out yet, and the other two just looked a bit like B.
Is Deadpool out now though? I'm sure it's what
it might be. I keep seeing the bus. So yeah, we'll have to double check. Best mobile game, I said Destiny Rising. Did you say Rising? Or did you say
Rising
it was the absolute weirdest winner, Umasumi Pretty Derby, which is basically anime girls racing each other like they're horses. Yeah. Anyway, moving on swiftly. Best community support, I put No Man's Sky. I can't remember what you put if you copied me. Or followed me, should I say, sorry.
Where's that one? I put Fortnite.
It was Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
There we are. I guess it had to have won something. Yeah, there we are.
I was surprised on that one. I thought it would be Fortnite as well.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been Fortnite, Helldivers, or No Man's Sky, if I'm totally honest. It could have been any of those three.
I don't think Helldivers.
You say that they're updating it a lot, even with the problems. But, well, yeah, I guess so. I'm going to do these two. We didn't vote on them necessarily, but obviously, honorable mentions, Player's Voice, Wuthering Waves won. I still cannot honestly understand how that game won.
Oh, I did clear skill for that.
I didn't vote for them.
So I think on the third one I voted. I missed the first two.
Right.
The third one I voted.
Well, again, to my point, I don't know how that game has won with Hollow Knight, Genshin Impact, Dispatch, and Clair Obscura being on that list, and people voted for this game.
It's true.
And then you look at all the awards that games that won, like Clair Obscura winning 90% of it, and that's the game that got picked for Player's Voice.
I know, like Dispatch, people want that more in more categories, like more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nominations, they didn't even get nothing half the time. Like,
anyway, we'll probably get into it, but I feel like this Player's Voice shows a slight disparity to what was actually won an award and what people actually want to vote for.
It's true.
And then obviously an honourable mention, they had that the Game Changer Award for Girls Make Games.
Which
was
that was cool.
Nice, it was good to see that. I'm glad they've got those sorts of initiatives still and are working on those. So that's Group 1. Group 2 next. These ones are, again, I'm going to run through these as well. These ones are slightly more prolific than the first lot, and again, I've assorted these in what I thought was, anyway. Best independent game, I put Bull X Pit.
Obviously, I put
Clair Obscura one. Yeah, another one. Yes, rubbish. I still because I still stand by that an independent game and an indie game need to have a better designation between the two.
That's true.
I can get over Clair Obscura being in best independent game, because big studios can make games that are independent from their normal line. It's the same thing. But when we get to the indie game, that's where the difference is, and that's where I get... Anyway, best debut indie game, I put Dispatch.
I put Expedition
Clair Obscura. This is where I think they need to really improve the line between the two, personally.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress into my own ramblings. Best action game, Battlefield 6. The winner was Hades 2. I don't know how Hades 2 would have won over some of those games in that category.
Yeah, it's true, I'm shocked.
But anyway, there we are. So there was that. Best action adventure game, I put Ghost of Yotei.
Where's best action adventure? I'll put Indiana Jones. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we know that wasn't going to win. Hollow Knight Silksong was the winner for that one. So I can, at least that won an award. I guess people wanted it. It's a weird one for it to win.
Yeah, I felt it indie because it was decent at the time. Maybe I thought maybe.
Anyway, it is what it is.
With Hollow Knight, it's true. That was so hype.
Next one is best role playing game. I voted for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Obviously, you voted for Clair Obscura. That one
exactly.
Which is a bit controversial. Did you see that the dev team from Kingdom Come said that they were robbed?
Did they? I didn't see
that.
Yeah,
they actually put on Instagram and said they were robbed and put a picture of the statue. Yeah, they said they were robbed. I partly could say I agree.
Well, they were nominated for about 2 or 3 of the awards, weren't they? I think they were in Game of the Year, wasn't they? As well. Was they in Game of the Year? Or was they not? No, I don't think they was actually.
They was.
Oh, they
was up for Game of the Year.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. There was in a couple of nominations.
They could have won that award. I think when you look at all the other stuff. So Valve and Outer Worlds 2, yalla. Monster Hunter Wilds is cooked. It had a 90% player drop, so that wasn't winning any award regardless of what it was. But between those two, I can get why they might be a bit upset when you look at the options.
That's true. I see.
I mean, it's a bit bold to say they were robbed, but I agree that I feel like they might have deserved, especially because when Deliverance 2 came out, there was quite a lot of hubbub about. I mean, not so much now, but there was a lot of hubbub about it and the quality of it and the improvements in the first game and stuff like that. So
I heard about that as well.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So I do get why they probably feel robbed, and I think, again, this is my subjective opinion because I'm not a fan of Claire Obscura. I think Kingdom Come 2 could have deserved to win that award for at least for role playing.
Okay.
But anyway, you voted for the right one anyway. Right.
Always.
Best fighting game. Did we both pick Capcom Fighting Collection 2?
Yeah.
It was Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Fair enough. Best family game. This one is absolute rubbish. We voted for Lego Party. Donkey Kong Bonanza. What are you lot doing?
I don't know. When you think family game, I think that Lego Party here or like Mario Party or even Mario Kart, like say like you're sitting down like play.
Yep.
Donkey Kong is just like a single player. I mean, you can play it, I guess, 2-player, but it's like more of a single player game. Like it's not a family game.
I said to Jameen, I was like, even like Split Fiction was just I get if you want to put it in a family category, but I wouldn't see it win because it's just a 2-player game. Donkey Kong is equally the same thing.
Same thing.
It's not a game where you get 20 of your family sitting around for 2 of you to play.
That's what I'm saying.
Lego Party, you can have loads. Mario Kart, you can have. Lego Voyages, you can have plenty.
You play Stick Monopoly on there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, Donkey Kong won. I guess they had to give Nintendo something at this point because there's nothing else. Best sim/strategy game. I said Tempest Rising. I think you followed me with that.
I think I did.
The winner was Final Fantasy Tactics, the Lost Chronicles. Fine, we're going to move on because that was a bit of a stupid category anyway. Best sports racing game, Mario Kart World obviously won.
Yeah.
So I think
got 2.
Yeah, 2. So yeah, I think that category should be split. I don't think it's fair to have those two because you can't put F1 and EA Sports in the same category as Mario Kart and expect it to win.
It's so wild.
They should be absolutely separate. Absolutely.
Because in the race one you probably put Mario Kart, Forza, maybe like Formula 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you kind of got that mix of, the racing kind of style of Need for Speed or whatever.
I think that's rubbish. Anyway, best multiplayer game. We voted Battlefield 6.
Yes.
Ark Raiders obviously won. And I think that partly won because of recency bias.
Yeah.
While it is an entertaining game, and if you watched our last stream this week, you'll see why.
Yes.
Because this guy's an idiot. But where's my stuff? Anyway, I think Ark Raiders has got a recency bias. Personally, I think if Battlefield 6, if it was the other way around, I think Battlefield 6 would have won.
Won it. Battlefield. I literally didn't think Ark Raiders would win that. No way. I thought Battlefield all the way with that.
But I think that's a bit of a stupid category. Like, if you look at it, like Elden Ring Night Rain, yes, it's got multiplayer. It's not going to go up. Why has it gone up for best multiplayer game? No.
I can kind of see it, but then it's like, it's not.
Peak, I would probably have put that in an indie category. I think that would have had a better shot in an indie category, personally.
Okay.
Over multiplayer game, or Peak could have been best family game if you're going to go by that
Peak
argument.
Could have been, I would put Peak in there as well.
Yeah, and then Split Fiction again. I feel like that at this point they just threw Split Fiction at a couple of categories and hope for the best.
Yeah, well, Split Fiction feels weird because I feel like it literally was thrown in most of the categories.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I just feel like it's just to put it there.
I agree.
But yeah, that was Group 2. So now we've got plenty of time this time, not like last time. We're going to talk through my Group 3 that I made. Yeah. Well, I say made. I've only took a couple of things out of what this was part of. And as I say, I'm going to start from the bottom and then we'll get to Game of the Year. I reckon we'll probably give each one like maybe 5 minutes or less, depending on how much we want to talk about it.
Okay.
And I'll move us on if I feel like we need to move on. So, the first game of Group 1 was Best Ongoing. We voted for Fortnite. The winner was No Man's Sky. I feel like I'd mentioned about No Man's Sky when we were picking this, you know?
Yeah, I think you did. But I couldn't see it because same thing like you say with the Monster Hunter. I feel like the players have dropped off on No Man's Sky, but I think of recent, like you say, it has picked up a lot more with updates.
And they've had three massive updates.
Yeah, that's what I think it is as well. That's boosted them up to be in that category and to win it.
I'm not disappointed that No Man's Sky won.
To be fair, I'm not either.
I still think No Man's Sky is a bit of a limit. It's one of those games that I've said with other games where it should have come out as they promised, not 20 updates later.
Yeah, like Cyberpunk.
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's going to be this great game. It's buggy as crap. And then people have bought into it. Anyway, that's another argument for another time. But yeah, I'm not disappointed No Man's Sky got it. I guess it's just a testament that sometimes if you overpromise and fuck it up by all accounts, at least they've made a good justified effort to improve it, and it shows that they've won Best Ongoing, to the point of Cyberpunk isn't in that list.
No.
And where is Cyberpunk actually?
God knows.
Exactly, no one cares. Right, anyway.
Most other games that are trying to copy Cyberpunk style, I guess, and do whatever. But
yeah, even tabletop, dude. There's a video I saw. Was it Tabletop Minions? I can't remember. Basically, he made a video saying, "Is Cyberpunk the future?" Because everything's going cyberpunky, but it's just.
Well, it was before. It used to be steampunk, innit? It used to be the same. Like, I think that kind of went through a phase.
Mm-hmm.
And then
oh yeah, they all go through phase. Yeah.
So
I just don't know how Cyberpunk was the one to put Cyberpunk in the cyberpunk scene.
It's true
because it was absolutely abysmal. Anyway, cool. So that was Best Ongoing.
Yes.
Then our next category was Games for Impact.
Yes.
I called this one again. You called this one again.
Oh, 100%.
South of Midnight. It was an easy choice.
Easy choice.
Especially when you look at all the other ones. I think that one, again, I remember that one having a lot of praise because of the...
Did you play it?
No, I didn't.
I played it, completed it. Absolutely fantastic game. Like, the culture, like, how the characters interact with the story. It was so in-depth. It was really, really good. And obviously now heading to PS5 next year as well, so people on PS5 get to get hands on it and play it as well, so they can enjoy this. And honestly, a really fantastic game. And
it's another, I know there's always this conversation, but it's another Game Pass success story.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It put it.
I think it could have been a lot. I don't know. I don't think they could have done DLC or anything with it, or maybe something different to the game, add a little bit more onto it, but I feel like it sometimes was missing a little something, but the story was there. Like the what it was portraying, it hit. Like, so yeah, it was a good game.
That's good. Yeah, I do need to play it. To be fair, it's just again, I think
it's not a long game as well.
No, like, that's what I mean. It just came out when other stuff was going on. I
wouldn't say it's keeper level, but it's a bit. It's a bit more than keeper.
Keeper was interesting.
I'm surprised that weren't on the list.
You know, the last 2 days, this guy has been causing all sorts of ruckus. I've been crying all sorts. Yeah, you have. Oh my god! You are not. Your surprise keeper isn't in any. I'm not surprised.
What do you mean?
That game. There's no way that would have ended up in any of these categories.
Games for Impact. You could put it on Games for Impact.
Tell me how that would be a game for impact, other than reminding me that the world's going to end.
Exactly. The
crazy
connection with the bird and the lighthouse. That's a good story.
For who?
For anyone out there.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, let me remember the time I had a parrot.
Trust me. Keeper, it's a good game, guys. Go check it out, honestly. What did I give it again? 8.5 or 9?
Oh, good.
It's a great game.
It's
honestly.
A solid 6.
What? No way. You're bugging.
It's a solid 6.
You're bugging.
I'm not bugging. You're bugging. 8! 8!
I give it, I think, 8. No, give it a 9. 8.5 or 9.
Oh, it gets even worse. You're increasing the score now.
I would increase the score. How about that? The game is good. All right. What's next?
Yeah, what is next? God. Innovation and accessibility. Again, I called it.
Oh yeah, I just copied you of this one.
Doom
I didn't know 100%, but yeah.
Yeah, Doom got a lot of praise for its accessibility, and even when I've tinkered with it, it's got a lot of options. Now, I know Microsoft have always had that thing with their game, like with Gears 5 and even Infinite. Or was it Infinite? Yeah, it must have been Infinite, where they really kicked up a fuss about, we've got all these accessibility options. But I think Doom really, they really pushed it as well. Like, I remember seeing a lot more video content about how to use the accessibility features and how they worked. Yeah, I don't think the game's that great. I think it's probably the...
Yeah, I stopped playing it. I stopped.
Yeah, I think it's probably the weakest entry in the entire lot. But
I'm tempted to go back and finish it just because...
I finished it, didn't I?
Because I'm finished maybe halfway through. I don't even know what I got through. But
I just finished it to say I'd done it. And then it was an absolute slog.
That's I feel I can't be asked though.
But how I did it, I did like a couple of checkpoints.
Yeah.
And then I stopped. So even if it takes you a couple of weeks, just do a bit.
Yeah, I might do it that way.
But yeah, so other than the game being crap, its accessibility features are really good, and as I said, it got really good highlights and stuff like that. So I'm not surprised Doom got it. For all those other games, I don't know that I've ever seen a big hubbub about their accessibility features. If you look at that list, like I couldn't tell you that I saw anything for content that had told me what they were.
Yeah.
Where Doom had that. So yeah. Next was Best Performance. I voted for Troy Baker.
I put
Indiana
Ben
Jones.
Starr.
And it was Jennifer
English. Voice of Mael. I'm not surprised. Either one of them two was going to win it. I'm not going to lie to you. Either Verso or Mael. One of them, I think it was not anybody else in that category. I'm sorry.
I was talking to Jamelia about this category actually, because I was showing her like some of the...
Yeah.
Right? And she even said that she was surprised because it was, in Death Stranding 2, people were saying that it's some of Troy Baker's best work.
Okay.
And one, that's not even up there on there. And they also then picked...
But they got him for Indiana Jones, isn't it? Yeah.
But I'm saying, but what she's saying is they said that Death Stranding 2 was some of his best work.
Yeah. And Death Stranding was nominated for a couple of awards, wasn't it, as well?
Yeah, it was. But look at the other games that had to do rubbish. Death Stranding should have been on there. Instead of fucking 3 Claire Obscura nominations.
That's what it is.
Obscene. Crazy. I guess Jennifer, the one thing that was a takeaway from it is obviously Jennifer English did a lot of NPC voice lines for Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay.
So I guess it's just a testament that, if you want to get into that industry and get into the voice acting, you can do it and you can win awards. So I guess the positive there is a positive out of her winning is it's the not reformation. What's the word? It reaffirms the point that, obviously, if you put the work in, you can get to that point to talk about her specifically, not so much Claire Obscura. But yeah, interesting. I mean, I'm even it's a shame. Like even Ghost of Yotei, I think, got a bit overshadowed.
Yeah, a lot of these games.
Yeah, I think as we get further into these categories, you're going to start seeing me.
Because I think even PlayStation just did their end of year top game, that game of the year for them, and Ghost of Yotei is actually their game of the year on PlayStation. Yeah, it's crazy. So it's winning awards over there.
Yeah,
on its own platform, I guess. But
yeah, but even so,
yeah, this is what it is.
Yeah, that's it. Best performance, Jennifer English. Fine. Okay. Here we go.
What we got?
Best audio design. We called this straight away. We knew what it was.
Where's the best audio design?
You should know what this one is.
Oh, I don't have to look. Sorry, my bad.
Battlefield 6.
Battlefield 6 all day. Yeah, that was crazy. That the sound on that game, environment there, everything, the explosions, footsteps, just even the voices, audio, everything is just so on point with it. It's so good.
Even the having the Foundry audio for the guns and stuff. It's great having all those options.
100%. Even when I say when we're talking,
it sounds like
voice chat. The radio stuff, and obviously using the different. You can change the audio functions or war tapes and stuff, so it's a lot more richer sound and stuff.
A bit
so
more
good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, I'm glad Claire Obscura didn't win that one. That's all I'm going to say.
To be fair, I wouldn't expect that to win that. Don't get me wrong, the audio's good on it, but it's not Battlefield, the richness you get from Battlefield is just. I'm sorry, there's no way Clear Obscure could win that. I would have been shocked if Clear Obscure won. I genuinely would have been shocked. Like for real, because all it is, what, a little slashing of a sword. Ooh, you know what I mean? It's not the same as the gunshots, the explosions, the things going off way in the back, in the foregrounds and backgrounds, and it's just a lot. Yeah,
Battlefield deserved it. 100%. I mean, it probably deserved best action game, but I'm glad it got.
Oh yeah,
I'm glad it came out with an award.
Yeah, I was the same as well.
And to clarify, like, you know, it's the only FPS, like old school FPS, because COD's not anywhere on there.
COD didn't make it this year.
Yeah, so Battlefield's not only was it the only, I'm pretty sure it's the only FPS on there.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah, and that's, well, I think I said to you, it's crazy that no FPS won any of like the action games or anything like that, because usually you'd see one of them up there.
Yeah, because obviously, to be fair, the same thing. Battlefield should have won multiplayer as well, but it is what it is. Well, we move.
Next category, best score and music. I put Death Stranding 2.
Oh, you know what I put?
Claire Obscura Expedition 3.
L'Oreal Testara. Absolutely, man. Oh.
So you just start singing like you was when we were watching the.
I was about to.
Yeah, I
was literally about to start singing just then. But yeah, no, the soundtrack is so good to this game, so good, and especially because now I completed the game. It took me long enough, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Now, do you know what it was? At one point, I told you I just couldn't focus on this one boss. I was like, let me just take my time, step back. Took 2 months out.
Yeah, I was going to say 2 months step back. Yeah, Christ.
Came back. And then I did it first time as well. It's so crazy. And then I just did the rest of it. And absolutely fantastic. The end, when you go towards the end of the game, the music intensifies and like that you really feel the game like when you're playing. It's so good. It literally just grips you. Like, and obviously the scenes with certain characters, I'm not going to spoil it for anyone who hasn't played it, but yeah, it just hits so nice.
I'll take your word for it.
No,
okay, so
you will play this one day. You will play it.
Think about it. Best art direction. I put Ghost of Yotei.
I think I put Ghost of Yotei as well. Yeah.
Claire Obscura.
Yeah.
This one.
I don't know why. I think Ghost of Yotei as well looks like it should have won to me personally, but I've never played the game yet. But
yeah, I feel like it should have been between Ghost of Yotei or Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Now, I say that Death Stranding is gorgeous. The games 1 and 2, they look gorgeous, but I don't think 2's got. I don't think either Death Stranding's got like. When I think of art direction, I think of like the art style. I think it's just what's the word? Like it looks beautiful, but I don't think it's overly it's not artistically beautiful. Like I don't see someone on a canal painting one of the horizons in Death Stranding, right? That sort of thing. Whereas with Ghost of Yotei, I could picture that. Hollow Knight also has its own unique art style that I can see in people's artwork, like people drawing it. Do you know what I mean? So I would have thought one of those two. But again, I guess Claire Obscura won it. And as you said, you're not too sure why it won.
Yeah, I'm shocked a bit. I mean, it's still a beautiful looking game. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like especially like you say, Ghost of Yotei looks stunning. Like the game was
even that category's a bit weird though. When you best art direction, it's like what 2 AAAs and the rest of it's indie. That's a bit crazy, isn't it?
But even just then talking to Jamila, like Mafia, like the whole country. That when you play the beginning of that and you start off and you're in the horse, riding the horses through the mountains and stuff. Beautiful, absolutely stunning game. Like it's absolutely insane. I'm like, why is this not?
It even has the black and white filter as well, doesn't it? Like, see, that's the other thing. Ghost of Yotei has the traditional Japanese movie.
Yeah.
And that can't get best art direction.
It's crazy. It's wild. Don't get it wrong. Claire Obscura does that as well. It has the black and white moment. It has that.
Yeah, moments
and stuff. It kind of
Ghost of Yotei is a whole.
Yeah, you can do the whole game. I guess. Yeah, you can do the whole game. In that kind
that's what I'm saying. So,
but I know Claire Obscura, and I can see it now. Kind of obviously going back and forth with the different art styles and stuff. But yeah, Ghost of Yotei for me should have won that.
Okay. Next category is best narrative. I vote for Ghost of Yotei.
Claire Obscura.
Claire Obscura won. There's not much I can say to that.
There you
go. I don't. I would argue that's incorrect, but there we are.
Who else was in that category again? I forgot.
Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Kingdom Come Deliverance, and Silent Hill F.
I don't think Silent Hill.
No, Silent Hill's
I'm like,
but the other three, I can't understand how Claire could have beaten either of the other three.
So Kingdom Come thing, they got robbed off this one. Kingdom Come Deliverance.
I think they just think they got robbed overall.
In general, just overall.
Yeah, because they were up for that other category, the RPG one.
Yeah.
Then narrative, then game of the year, and they didn't win a single one.
Yeah, it's a bit rough. I don't know what to say. Yeah, it's a bit rough for them.
Yeah, I think one of those other three could have won that.
I do.
Even I think I even voted for Ghost of Yotei because of the element of like historical influence it would have got.
Yeah. But it's like what you said, like, same thing with the Arc Raiders, the popularity right now of Clear Obscure is
that's
absolutely insane. And they just dropped an update as well, a free update, which is like a new free island. So like new costumes, new things. They're trying to draw people back in again, I guess, or people that start new, I guess. But it's tough. It's tough. But I kind of see what you say. The other ones did definitely have a shout.
Yeah, I think.
They should have.
And again, we're going down this territory where a non-AAA game. Not saying that they always have to win, but like all these AAA games are almost losing to this supposed independent indie game.
Because I feel like obviously when Clear Obscure came out, there was a big hoo-ha about it, but it's literally stayed in everyone's mouth. When it came out in March, it's stayed in everyone's mouth since then till now.
True.
Like, it has not left. It's insane how this game has not left.
Yeah, that's fair.
It like even for me when we was first doing the podcast, a couple episodes, I was talking about this game like my game of the year already, and the year wasn't even finished.
Yeah.
Like, literally, this game is just taking over, and it's insane. I think with the music and everything like that as well tied to it, the music as well, just so beautiful. It's insane. Like, I think that grips people as well to play the game. Mm-hmm. But I digress.
We digress. Okay, next category was Best Game Direction. I put Death Stranding 2.
I put Clear Obscure again. I'm sorry.
Clear Obscure 1 yet again.
Indeed. Who was in this one?
Death Stranding 2,
yeah.
Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, and Split Fiction. This category doesn't make much sense.
Hades 2 in there as well. Okay. Yeah, I don't think anyone else. I don't know. No one else, but for me, I think Clear Obscure is one that just hands down. I don't.
I would probably argue that it's won it because it hasn't got games that are in that category that could that are the same. I think they've put the wrong games in that category.
That's the thing. I don't know who. Obviously, we don't know who comes up with these categories. Like, because, like I say, some of them are a bit far fetched. Like, even when we're talking about the racing ones and this and the other. Like, some of them are a bit far fetched. Like, as point of like the games that are involved. But
because even with Best Game Direction,
yes,
doesn't that imply that the game is continuing further than its launch bit? Like, right? Like the game where the game is going is good. That's what that's saying.
Yeah.
Split Fiction's going nowhere now. What? Why is that in that category? Hades 2, okay, it might get little updates.
Might get updates,
but
yeah. It's gonna get...
Why is that in that category? Ghost of Yotei, it'll get some DLC, but why is it in that category? Death Stranding 2, that won't get any DLC more than likely.
I don't know. I've never played a game.
No, the first game didn't really have DLC. So why are games that aren't necessarily why are games that don't necessarily have a line of direction being put in a Best Game Direction when Clair Obscura has that because they're releasing content and updates for it? So that makes sense for it to be in that category. So that there's no choice for it to win. That's not even necessarily because the game, whether it is good or not, that is because none of the other games match that category's target.
Yeah.
Think about it. Look at those games and think about it. Split Fiction.
No.
Hades 2.
That's just, that's kind of one and done. Like,
that's what I'm saying to you. I deep in it now, I don't think that category makes sense. I mean, it still probably would have won, but
exactly.
But when you think about it, think about it. You can tell me I'm wrong in the comments. I don't care. that category is incorrectly categorized.
It is, yeah.
Like proper deep it, I think. And again, that's my interpretation of game direction, is where the game is going for the future. That's how you get a game's direction, is where it's going to go. Ain't it?
Split fiction's just odd as hell.
Yeah, look, think about it.
Because when we read it out before, like obviously in the prediction stuff, like we don't actually maybe don't think about it.
Because we're just thinking about what's going to
win. Yeah, so like
but think about, look at that list. That list doesn't make sense. I don't think any of those games show actual game direction. If we're talking about where the game's trajectory is going, which is how I interpret that.
Could add more. Yote could break, because they do the legend stuff. They do some other bits, don't they? Like I'm sure they could add. They could probably add more DLC and more story to that. If anything, there could be spin-off characters or something. Like, they could, if they wanted to. But you say Death Stranding, I've never played them, so I'm not sure 100% how that's gonna go. But it doesn't look like a game that you could just add on and expand that universe as much. Hades 2, yes, you could, because if you add different characters, it could almost be like a Diablo type in a way.
Okay.
So you could actually add more to that if you wanted to, but I don't know if they will, because I say you got off a different main character now and stuff like this, so it depends on her story or whatever. So because they could add more to Hades too.
Yeah, exactly. Could.
Claire Obscure, to be fair, it's almost like split fiction. I'm going to say that in a way because I don't think it can add any more to that.
Yeah, but they
just added is just an island with.
No, but that's what I said. They are, because they said Expedition 33 is one segment of the Claire Obscura brand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it'd be a whole new game coming out,
and that's what I mean.
So
those other games don't have that. Those other games don't have that same position as that game. That Claire Obscura can be in the best game direction. Them other games shouldn't be in there. There should be games that actually have projected content that it's coming in like a full big
like
thing
of different stories.
Not me going, oh yeah, Ghost of Yote could get DLC. Any of these Poxy, any of these games could get DLC.
Yeah.
But Claire Obscura has a direction that is quite clear. That's the category is best game direction.
Yeah.
So just putting these other games in because they could potentially have DLC isn't making that category fair. That category should have games that have the same level of direction as Claire Obscura, and then you should vote for which one has the potential best direction of those. That's what it should be.
It's true.
Shouldn't it? Really,
Yeah.
If you deep it, that's how it should be.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's how I would interpret that category.
I get it. I get it.
I digress. However, we move on to our last category. Game of the Year. This had some very strange games in it as well. So I'll go for the nominees because we've got a bit of time anyway. So we had Claire Obscura Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silk Song, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Surprise split fiction was on this as well.
No, I wasn't surprised. Surprised Bull X Pit wasn't on this list, to be honest.
Could have thrown it in there.
Yeah, why not? You
actually could have thrown it in there.
Yeah, the game was great. I said Hollow Knight Silk Song because of the anticipation and the build-up. You obviously said Claire Obscura, and Claire Obscura won.
There you go.
What an interesting category.
It is.
And I think overall, this actually is probably the weakest Game of the Year category.
Oh, yes.
Of any year. I don't recall it being this weak, I think.
It's true. This is pretty weak. Hold up. I mean, you got no knock to all the other games in this category, but Donkey Kong Bonanza is not gonna win any. And we say
game. Weak. These games, there's great games on there. I just think when you look back at other shows, it's quite clear who you'd want to win. I feel like Claire Obscura just won because we know it's going to win.
Because what was Game of the Year last year? That was Astrobot, right?
Oh god, that was even more of me.
And then like the year before that, you had. I'm trying to think because like the other years has not been. Yeah, it hasn't been as weak, like you say, as this.
Yeah, I don't think it's been as weak. I think Astrobot was a load of crap anyway.
Oh yeah,
having that win over some of the other
shocked
stuff.
as well.
What was the year before Astrobot?
Hold on, let me.
Well, anyway, Claire Obscura won, obviously. That won a Game of the Year, biggest year. It had the biggest takeover. I think it broke a record for how many awards it won.
Yes.
I guess before we go into the details, I guessed 7 games correctly. You said you guessed 12?
Yeah, 12, 13, right,
12, 13,
Yeah.
Sean got right. Considering how many categories there are, I'm surprised we didn't get more.
It's true. We should have
Really? Yeah, I think...
I think we just kind of went with our gut. Most things, like, we're thinking not with the public as well. Like, we was thinking like...
we were just thinking logic.
Yeah, logic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but it was, all in all, it was a good award show. Like, the pace of the awards show, that was pretty decent. It did slow down a little bit. I think he needs to stop doing things with these Muppets, because it's just...
What was...
what was the point? He needs to stop this. I understand that obviously he's got to plug ads and stuff, but there was so many ads. It's unreal.
See how much money he must have made? He was charging like $1 million for 30 seconds.
I mean, I saw Amazon about 10 times.
Yeah.
He probably got 10 mil for Amazon straight. Because how many Amazon? Oh, use the Game Awards, get 10 to 25% off.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's only US and Canada, but Jesus Christ, like, it's just pumping out money over there for that award show. And I know, obviously, you're talking about the seating as well, because obviously it's quite expensive to even sit down in there, get a seat in there as well. I mean, I'd love to go one year, but I'm not trying to pay like stupid money to go sit.
No, I'll just stand at the back. Let me stand in the aisle. Because
I think I watched a vlog of who did I watch a vlog of? I think it was like Kit and Krista, who used to work for Nintendo and stuff like that. But they went to it, and I think they were at the door, and they could see like a sea of people, and I think they were like the seat fillers. Like, you could go try and fill the seats so people don't. Yeah, there was like a sea of people. Like, they were like trying to get in. Yeah,
crazy.
So, but yeah, even they didn't have a great seat. They were kind of like quite far back. But
wow,
there you go. But the show was good. I think it was. I mean,
I mean,
think it broke records even with the viewership as well.
Yeah,
like this year.
3.5 billion, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Was the number I saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we should say well done to Claire Obscura. Obviously, as much as I digress, well done. You took the most awards away. Got Game of the Year. I guess again, it's a testament to what people want, and people that enjoyed it quite a lot. That is why it would have got that. I would be interested to know who and how they get the voters for the official categories.
Yes, I want to know as well.
And I'd like to know what level of bias is inputted into that, because if they're picking people that, like, I feel like it should be, you know, you get a group of people that don't really play games, but then, I don't know, they enjoy some level of content, and get them to play through or look at content for each of these categories and then vote that way, maybe. I don't know. I feel like if you get people that, you know, like, if all the people that are in the voting options all loved off Claire Obscura, they're obviously going to give it what they can.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Are you on the Game Awards site?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because you can go to jury and you can find out, it shows you how they vote. Oh.
Go on, tell us, divulge.
Let's have a look. How nominees are selected. Nominees for most categories of the Game Awards are chosen by an international jury of over 100 global media and influence outlets, selected for their history of critical video game evaluation.
So there is a bias because it's video game evaluation. Okay. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
So why do you use this jury to select nominees? Given the sheer number of games released each year, as well as extended time required to fully evaluate products, a voting outlet approach allows for the widest possible critical assessment. A ballot submitted to the Game Awards represents the collective opinion of an entire outlet.
That's good. I think it... Well, maybe it doesn't. Maybe you won't get an answer, but I do think that it should be outside of the industry to an extent. You know, like, it's like jury service. You don't pick people that do... You know, it's not jury service all the time. You do it once and that's it. Interesting. Okay, fair enough.
Yes, the Game Awards producer Jeff Keighley is not a member of the jury and does not vote on any nominees or winners. What's this? The Game Awards Advisory Board has no involvement in the award process and learns of the results at the same time as the general public. He knows. He has to know.
The thing is, that's not the problem. It's the jury's the problem, because if they're influencers within the gaming industry and stuff like that, that is where some of that bias is going to come from still.
Yeah. It says ballots are tabulated. Tabulated. And the 5 games that appear on the most ballots are put forth as nominees. In the event of a tie, 6 or more nominees will be announced in the category.
That means Game of the Year had a tie.
Yeah.
But what? Hades 2 and Donkey Kong Bonanza? What the fuck? What on earth?
So where you see the 6, any category that has 6, I guess that was ties.
But that's crazy though. Even best independent game had 2 people the same, because it had 6.
6, yeah.
No, that's what else had 6? That's insane, dude. Best esports athlete had it. How could that have it? What on earth?
Yeah, they need to fix that.
Best performance had it. No, that's crazy. Best family game had it. Come on, dude.
There you go.
I mean, there we are. That is how it's voted, and I think it's partly wrong. But there we are. Who cares about me? I'm not making millions doing this.
Like you say, he's not gonna. This never gonna change, because he's like you say, making millions off the adverts, making millions off people sitting in the studio, in the arena, whatever. Like, he doesn't care. He's still gonna do the same thing.
Well, I mean, that's it for the Game Awards, isn't it? That's everything.
Yeah.
Said and done. Mum's the word. I guess my key takeaway and opinion on it all before we end is I think there needs to be a review of some of the processes they follow to pick games and get categories chosen and stuff like that. I think it needs a bit less. I don't know how to say it correctly. Basically, it needs to be less input from people that have a prior understanding of the games that you can play. I think it should be anonymous, and you get people to try it or show snippets. But then I guess also on the flip side, that wouldn't work, because you need people that know the games too. Because of the way it's created, you need people that know the games to put that forward. But you could anonymize it and just do anonymous voting, put all these games up and get people to view it or try. I don't know, there's something you could do. Maybe it's a lot more work than they can do, but anyway, I think that's my takeaway. It probably needs, some of the categories need a bit of a review.
I feel like my takeaway is I don't think that the watch needs to be that long. I think 3.5 hours, almost 4 hours was insane. Like, I get it, but I think, like I say, the advertisements is just dragging. Because a lot of the trailers we saw about 5 or 6 times or more, like each time in the whole. I understand you're making your money, but that show could have been a lot condensed. I say, cut out these Muppet babies. The performances are cool. Obviously, Eclipse Score. We had Evanescence as well, singing the Devil May Cry was cool. I like that kind of stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love that showcasing. But the other one, what was the other one? The Enfield game, whatever they showed, and the guy was singing as well for so long. What was that about? Like, I don't need all that.
I think even the orchestra bit before they announced Game of the Year, I was like, this is going on a bit.
Nah, that wasn't too long.
Yeah, I think it was. I'll just tell me what the Game of the Year is at this point. I've had enough.
Nah, that's tradition. I think at that point, I don't mind that as well.
The only good bit about that was the flute guy.
The flute guy goes in. He goes in. So what?
He should get a Game of the Year.
I actually followed him on Instagram after that.
Did you really? Yeah. Oh, I need to do that. I didn't even know you could. Shit.
Yeah. And he was still playing them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
crazy. He was going in. But yeah, the show. I think the show to me could be a lot smaller.
I could even split it and do like 2 smaller shows of the smaller categories, and then leave a big show for like the last 6-7 categories, like the proper big ones, and then put some of that extra content in, and then I think it would make more sense. It's
like I agree with certain other people as well, because they always say the same thing as well, and I think they said this for the last like maybe 3 or 4 years. Stop rushing through the awards. Because you're just this award won, this award. Do you know what I mean? You're just reading off.
That's what I'm saying to you. They did like 6 categories. They read off in about 20 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. cut them ads that you just got like how much mil. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind you making your money, but recognize the teams that are doing this. Like they want to go on stage, they want to thank someone, they want to do you know what I mean? I know obviously last was it last year, year before, I think the Bulls get free, was it when they won, and he got played off with the music. And obviously it happened this year as well with the Clear Obscure.
Yeah, and then they turned it off.
But she turned it off, because I don't think they even knew that she was gonna even say anything, because they walked off. It was almost like they walked off, and then she took the paper. I want to thank someone, and then they let her thank someone, which is cool. But I think they need to recognize all these studios and stuff that are winners, because they can cut half of this crap out instead of reading them off like that. Let them go on the stage and let them have their moment, because they worked all year or whatever, how long they've worked for on these games. Let them talk.
Cool. I think that's it. That's all we've got this week.
Guys.
Yeah. Thank you very much for joining us again. That was, as I said, a little bit different. We'll have another special episode when we come back.
Yes.
In the new year. I think when you see this episode, it will actually be Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoy us.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Yeah. Happy New Year. No, we won't see us. We won't. I know, because we won't even have an episode till after New Year. So Happy New Year as well.
Happy New Year as well.
Yeah. This is the
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. I was going to say all sorts of stuff. I'm not going to say it. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you guys listening. Yeah, and you can catch us on our websites. Obviously, Starline Forge, obviously his miniatures, and obviously you got stuff on the website up new or not? Really
Not yet. It's coming though.
Okay, new stuff coming on the website, so keep an eye out for that. Game Party Pro for myself for the gaming parties. Also my other socials, Unchained Assassin, and I'm actually editing the video right now to put up on my YouTube channel as well, so you might want to check that out as well. Every Thursday at the moment as well, we've been doing the Twitch stuff. We just did a crazy one yesterday with Arc Raiders. Hopefully you can go check that out and enjoy the... I can't think of the word for it.
Enjoy this guy.
The madness.
Madness is the right term.
But yeah, I hope you have a great holiday, and we'll see you after the break.
Yeah, see you in the new year.
Peace, guys.